7 Little Johnstons. Liz gets advice from mom Amber as she prepares to return to work after welcoming her daughter. The nurse welcomed her daughter Layden in November 2023. Amber Johnston is helping her daughter Liz through a tough transition. In a clip shared exclusively with Ahead of the Tuesday, Jan. 21 episode of 7 Little Johnstons, Liz shares her difficulties with leaving daughter Layden, whom she welcomed in November 2023, at home with her mom Amber while she heads back to work for the first time. "I definitely know what Elizabeth is going through. You know, when Jonah and Elizabeth were born, they did not go to daycare," Amber explains in a joint confessional with Liz. "I stayed at home, but there was times where I would have to leave one of them. And it's super hard because as a mom, nobody else can do it like you. And nobody can do it as good as you." Amber and Liz also discuss why the transition is so hard for the new mom. "It's hard, but you will survive, I promise," Amber tells her daughter. "And as she gets older, it'll get easier. That's the thing," Liz says. "She's still a baby. It's different when they're a toddler. But at the end of the day, it's what's best because you need to be able to work and to have social time." Holding her daughter, Liz cuddles Layden and coos at her, telling her that everything she's doing is for her. "Fortunately, you're getting to leave her here and not take her into daycare," Amber says. "But also to be able to provide," Amber replies. Back in the confessional, Liz explains that she's very grateful for her parents' support since her daughter had a few health scares. "Too risky for daycare right now." Liz adds, "I mean, I am super grateful to have my parents here to be watching over her because I was really not ready for the daycare just because she is on the smaller side." Liz says, adding, "I don't want to be that obnoxious person calling up there every 20 minutes asking if she's okay because that's what I would have done." As she starts to leave the house, Liz has some troubles actually walking out the door, despite her mom telling her it's time to leave. "I expect a picture every hour," Liz says. "I'll be here on my lunch break between 1 and 2. Even if she's screaming, I'll take a picture," Amber promises. "We got this." "Take care of your patients," Amber adds as she and her granddaughters say goodbye to Liz. Got to work. 7 Little Johnstons. Liz wants to convince boyfriend to have another baby, try for a little person. Liz Johnston is already thinking about growing her family. The 7 Little Johnstons star, 22, recently spoke with about how she's been settling into motherhood after welcoming her daughter Layden Drew with boyfriend Bryce Bolden last November. Noting that she loves being a mom, Johnston reveals that she's open to having another baby but says Bolden has a few reservations. "Bryce, I don't want to say he was traumatized with a C-section because it was a very good C-section. But that was his first insight of the healthcare field," Johnston tells "I'm used to surgeries, I'm used to the healthcare field. But that whole aspect was very new and it kind of scared him, because he did not like the whole fact of me having to go under and him not being able to be there. But I think one day when Layden's a little older, maybe closer to school, I can convince him for us to just have one more try for a little person is what I tell him," the proud mom says. "Just for us to try, because we would definitely be stoked of having one average and one little someday." Johnston says she'd love to have a baby boy because her dad often jokes that Layden looks like Bolden. "It would be hilarious for us to have a boy version of me since we have a girl version of Bryce," adds Johnstone. In November, Johnston shared with exclusively that she'd given birth to her daughter. So she'd like to have a son who looks like her. "The wait is finally over. We're excited to introduce our baby to the world," the couple told. Daughter Layden Drew Bolden was born on Friday, November 3, weighing 5 pounds, 9 ounces. The couple first shared their exciting baby news within September. the couple shared. Johnston and Bolden posed for a sweet pregnancy announcement photo, which featured the couple standing with their arms around each other in front of a sign with a sonogram picture that read, "Baby coming November 2023. Welcoming our newest addition this fall, we couldn't be more excited for baby Bolden to arrive," they told.